Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about if you're thinking to come to US for a higher education, how you should research your schools, what degree and field of study you should opt for, and what would be your visa options once you graduate. So let's get started. So how should you research your schools? That's the biggest question for every student who wants to come to US. And most of the students kind of lack their vision or lose their path of choosing the right school because they want to opt for reputed schools. They want to opt for fancy locations like California or New York, or they want to opt for wherever their family members are. Choosing a school should always be based on choosing the right degree and field of study you want to pursue. Now, there are two categories of field of studies you could choose between. One is STEM degrees, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the other degrees are non-STEM, which could be anything between fashion, music, agriculture, industry, anything like that. The next big question on researching schools I get is what kind of part-time job options we have available there. Do we have on-campus jobs? Yes, there are on-campus jobs and there are part-time jobs which will allow you to manage your living expenses when you'll be in school. Now, there are two types of jobs you could get. One is on-campus jobs, which would not only pay your salary, but will also help you in your tuition. Now, those jobs are called graduate assistant and graduate assistant research jobs, GAs and GARs. So when I went to school, I was a graduate assistant research. So they used to pay me like $800 per month. And they also contributed a few $1,000 in my tuition every semester. So in all, until I graduated, I received roughly around $12,000 to $13,000 of scholarship because of this job. Now, there are many options. You can apply, you can network within your school community to find these kind of jobs. But the point I'm trying to make is these jobs are available for you to grab onto. You can get a GA or a GAR job and get benefit on your scholarships, on your tuition, and you can also earn your monthly expenses. Last but not the least, on researching your school, everything depends on whether that tuition cost on your school falls under your budget or not. And in order to learn more about that, you have to accumulate all the cost you may incur in your graduate degree or your undergraduate degree. Now, my college degree in my master's was roughly around $40,000, and I already had a loan, or my family supported me for those $40,000. But at the back of my head, I always wanted to get a scholarship or an on-campus job, which would help me in my living expenses. So I would highly recommend whoever wants to come to US, if you can secure your budget for at least first year or first 2 years of your degree, that would be a great option because then many doors could open up when you're here. There are also many scholarships which you can get when you're in the school based on merit basis. You can apply for those scholarships, but again, not every school is going to offer you those kind of scholarships. So it's very important for you to research the kind of schools you're looking for and put a lot of effort on choosing the right school. The next question is, how should you choose the right degree and field of study for yourself? And the simple answer to that question is, you should always look for a degree which aligns most closely with your prior background and experiences. And you should always look for a degree which will let you stay in the United States for a maximum number of months. Like, how would anyone know that your present background experiences aligns with the field of study or a degree you want to pursue in the future? So the first thing which I did was I joined my university international students page, and I started texting people on Facebook. So the reason behind that was I wanted to get in touch with anyone who is either from the same school, same degree, or same field of study. So always start with looking for an international student who is going to the same school. It doesn't matter if it's the same course or not, but that person will be able to tell you so many things about how the school is, what are the scholarship options, how can you get a part-time job on campus, what are your options after you graduate, and how is the school in general. And if you're able to find a person in your field of study who is pursuing the same degree and same courses which you will take in the future, that's a jackpot right there. So you can definitely ask him or her about the courses they've taken. How did they feel taking up their courses? How is their GPA? What are the stress levels? And how did they feel in that degree? That will give you a much vivid picture of what you're getting yourself into, and which will definitely help you take wise decisions in the future. You can find that person on your Facebook University International Students page. And trust me, every university has some page or some communication set up on social media websites for everyone. So you just have to go ahead and find one on Facebook. Every student on F1 visa gets 12 months of OPT period, which is optional practical training, regardless of your degree. any degree, any student on F1 visa will get a 12-month period of stay in the United States. But if your degree falls under STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, you can extend that 12 months up to 24 months additional, which means you can stay in the United States up to 36 months. But there are some prerequisites which you need to match before you can stay 36 months. Number one, you have to be hired full-time, either with a consulting group, have a full-time job with a company, either you're working as a full-time intern, or you're working for a non-profit organization. In general, you need to be working. That is why it's called optional practical training, because it lets you work after you graduate and gain the experience through this 12-month period. If you meet that, you can easily stay 12 months. And if you're still hired by the end of those 12 months, you can extend that 12-month period up to 24 months more. Now, a lot of us also think that 36 months is also not, much time after spending so much money in your graduate program or undergrad program. How will you recover that? What are the other options? So 36 months may sound like a small number, but it's actually a very, very big amount of time for you to gain and grab many other opportunities. I did it, and there are so many people who are doing it every day. So I'm pretty sure, and I'm very confident that you guys can do it too. So some of the options in those 36 months are, based on your networking, based on the company you start working with, you can always get converted full-time with the same company. And as soon as the company hires you full-time, they apply for your H-1B visa. So as soon as they apply for an H-1B visa and you get approved, you're no longer a student. And then you're on a different visa, which lets you stay in this country for another 6 years. So one thing what I've learned staying in this country for almost 5 years now is, like, these numbers and these visa options look so scary and everyone is so afraid of them, but actually you should not be afraid. What I've learned is the more you live your life by the day and take baby steps towards achieving your daily goals, you will be very happy and you will still stay in this country and be very successful. Getting an H-1B visa, the only thing is you need to find a company who's willing to sponsor your visa in the 36 months you're staying in this country. And most of us, mind you, can easily find a company who's willing to sponsor a visa. Now, again, I'm not saying that anyone and any person will be able to find a company who sponsors your H-1B visa. Keeping you're a hard worker. Your actions are speaking much louder than your words. You are an asset to the company. You've shown your worth to the company, and they really can't afford to lose you. If you live on these steps and perform these simple tasks, I assure you, any company would want to keep you on board and will sponsor your H-1B visa. The only intention for this channel and all my videos is to entertain you guys, inspire you, and motivate you, and help you visualize a path through my journey. Most of us fall back into a trap of overthinking, and we are never able to take the next step forward. So please stop overthinking and start acting and taking actions on these baby steps towards your future. And before you know it, taking these baby steps every single time will get you forward one step ahead. And that is the goal we all want to live by, and not overthink on the things we want to do 5, 10 years, 15 years down the road. If you find whatever information I've given you today helpful and inspiring, subscribe to my channel. If you like this content, give a big thumbs up, press the like button below, and in the comments, let me know if you want to talk about any of the topics. Have a great weekend, you guys, and I'll see you until next time.